Hello and welcome to Next Step Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading focused on just one thing. The real reason that this situation isn't moving forward. This reading is not about predicting your future. This is about finding clarity so that you can figure out your next step and then move forward. Take what resonates with you, leave the rest. Let's begin. As I'm shuffling the cards, I'm asking for clear and grounded insight into your situation. In this reading, we will be reframing stagnation, and we'll examine what surface explanations may be causing things to not move forward, what the underlying cause is, any hidden dynamics that may be at play, and what movement conditions can affect this situation. Here with the first card, you have the Ace of Swords. This is about accepting truth in This is about accepting truth as it comes to you instead of delaying acceptance. You are allowing external things to keep you from believing the truth, accepting the truth as it is. You know it's the truth. You know it in your gut. You feel it 100%. You're resistant to it because of external blockages, obstacles. These can be things like societal beliefs, societal expectations, expectations from your family and your friends. This creates a sense of uncertainty within you, and that is what's causing this to be delayed, the truth being utilized. Okay, so that explains the reason why things are delayed, but it does not talk about what is perpetuating that situation. All right, we're going to move on and take a look at the underlying cause. Again, I'm asking for clarity and grounded insight into this situation for you. We have the Eight of Wands. The underlying clause here in your communication and accepting the truth and speaking your truth is that internal hesitation to speak up. You know when something's true, but you hesitate. You let other people's have their way. You think that by being quiet here, you're smoothing things over. This actually comes from some sort of unresolved fear within yourself that if you do speak up, people are going to laugh at you possibly, that you are going to be mocked, that you are going to be called stupid. And this literally is creating a conflicting energy here within your priorities with yourself and your relationships. This is a fear of speaking up. Even when you know what the truth is, you're hesitating here. And it's that unresolved fear. It's also misaligned expectations. I am getting this message of the old ways. Women were not to speak until they were spoken to, like addressed, asked a specific question. They were not meant to give their opinions. This could be a societal expectation that you're living with that causes fear in you when you think about speaking up. However, this is really causing some sort of conflicting energy here, especially in how to prioritize your needs and the needs of others. And this right here is the underlying cause of why your situation is not moving forward. When things don't move forward, it's usually an unresolved decision rather than the external barrier, okay? It's not the expectation itself, it's our acceptance of that expectation. So we choose whether we are going to accept societal's ways. And if we do, then we're just going to go and keep doing what we've been doing here. It's our decisions and how we emerge from those situations, or whether we stay stagnant in them. All right, we're going to look at any hidden dynamics right now. We'll look at any emotional patterns you may be feeling, dealing with. We'll look at any relational influences here, family, friends, society. We're also going to look at any energy contradictions within yourself. We have the Page of Wands. All right, and because we have a page here, that suggests a lack of experience. Feeling like this is something new, something I'm not used to doing. Again, I'm getting children were not supposed to speak until they were spoken to. They were meant to be seen and not heard. Again, this is really strongly suggesting societal beliefs, patterns, expectations. And this is what's lying underneath. You may not even be aware currently until now that this is what's been happening here. Why this situation is not moving forward. All right, a lot of times what's unseen, what's unacknowledged often controls the momentum. And if we don't acknowledge it, if we aren't even aware of it, there is no momentum. We cannot make forward progress. So the first step here is in acknowledgement. All right. Let's move on. The Ace of Wands. I love that you started with an Ace of Swords and you're ending with an Ace of Wands. You've got 3 wands right in a row here too, which suggest a strong desire a strong ambition to take action, to make the change, to communicate, to step forward. In this card, in this part of the reading, this talks about the clarity, the communication, the desire to communicate. I mean, you've got the 8 of Wands here, the Page of Wands, feeling new, inexperienced, societal beliefs. How can you detach from that energy? What can you do in order to detach from these expectations? The first thing you can do is find a way to acknowledge this situation. Is it a societal belief? Is it just something in your family? Is it something just within yourself that maybe isn't even a thing with other people? It's always a thing. If you've got it within you, it's a thing. So acknowledgement, that brings clarity, that brings understanding. And then when you have that clarity and understanding, you can communicate. You can speak up. You can find that way to do so. I am going to suggest taking a Toastmasters course. I think they call it a course. It's about how to speak up. It's how to feel more confident in expressing your desires, your thoughts, your feelings. And it is a wonderful, fun, it's a fun endeavor to partake in. All right, so Toastmasters, if you're interested. All right, and this is also about changing the boundaries. You know, little shifts here and there of, you know, you don't want to take your biggest topic, the thing closest to your heart, and have that be the first thing that you discuss with somebody who's never wanted to hear you speak before. Okay, never wanted to really hear your opinion. And a lot of times those beliefs that we have that people don't want to hear us or that we shouldn't speak up, those are internal. They may not even be external unless you've literally had a partner or a family member say to you, children should be seen and not heard. Okay, then it's probably something that's you've taken on yourself, a belief that you've created within yourself, which means you can change that quickly, easily, by acknowledging it to yourself first. All right, so the reason this isn't moving forward is a lack of communication, feeling the ability to speak up for yourself. Movement, if you want to move forward, you have to make the commitment first that you want the change. And once you make that commitment to yourself, you gain the clarity, and with clarity comes confidence. It helps you detach from the things that don't make sense, that were not real, that were not meant to be what they have become in your mind. All right, so let's wrap this up. This reading states very clearly the reason why this is not moving forward is a lack of communication. Remember that this situation isn't going to last forever if you choose to acknowledge it. Once you acknowledge a situation, change happens, okay? Keep in mind that this is just a single step on the journey of your life. Make the next step that you take be a very deliberate one, a clear one, and then just take that next step. I will see you in the next reading. Namaste.